They always say that the most dangerous creation in any society is the man woman who has absolutely nothing to lose. Prince Harry and his Instagram loving bitch wife, Meghan Markle, have just proven to the entire world that nothing is off limits now. With their latest cringy Instagram post and the twerk that has been seen around the world, they are sending a very clear message. The new Sussex strategy of shock and awe is in full swing. Now, this is very concerning on many levels because the duo of Montecito are spiraling to the point of no return. You guys, we have a lot of juicy royal daily tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the royal daily tea. So it has been a couple of days since Meghan Markle and Prince Harry released the twerk video that has been seen around the world. Now, I have to be honest with y'all, when I first saw it, I thought it was a parody. I thought it was a joke. It was AI. Clearly, it's not Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Well, I was wrong. It certainly was Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Then I thought, the video was leaked. Nope. They actually released it themselves on their Instagram. Now, remember, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have 9,001 people who supposedly help with their PR and their marketing. I don't know if Meghan is doing it herself. I have no idea because it's a revolving door over there at Archwell. But all I have to say is, what the holy heck is going on over there in Montecito? Who decided, hey guys, this is what we need to put out on Instagram? It's going to be gangbusters. It's going to be a hit. Who decided this was a great idea? Now, the interesting thing about Harry and Meghan, as I said before, it's very, very dangerous when you put people in a corner to the point of no return, to the point of they're not getting back in the castle. You know what I'm saying? The doors are locked. The lights are turned off. The royal family has said, do not disturb. We're done. They are completely done with Harry and Meghan. So the old saying, be careful surrounding yourself with people who have nothing to lose because pretty soon they'll take everything from you. Well, remember a couple of weeks ago, Prince Harry sat down for the BBC interview talking about how his daddy doesn't want anything to do with him. He's open for reconciliation, but nobody is returning his phone calls. Maybe Prince Harry is finally realizing the door has closed. So now he's in cahoots with his Instagram-loving bitch wife, Meghan Markle, and they have zero Fs to give. Now, Harry has to know that even though they are exiled royals, they're not working royals, walking around with his prince title and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex title, they're still attaching themselves to the royal family. They're still trying to get that princely royal privilege. I mean, he's suing the Home Office for security. This is a man who does not want to let go of his royal roots. According to Neil Sean, Prince Harry now believes that even though the door might be closed on him and Meghan, that his children, Archie and Betty, might become working royals one day with Prince George. Yeah, they're holding out. That's why they want them to have the prince and princess title, because they feel the two kids that they've taken away from the UK, taken away from his heritage, taken away from his family, will one day return as working royals. You literally cannot make this stuff up. That is how delusional little Prince Harry is. Again, he doesn't use the little muscle between his ears. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. But Meghan is fully in the present and she's fully focused in the future because Meghan wants to be an influencer above influencers on the gram. It's all about the gram for Meghan Markle. Again, she made her huge foray into Instagram in the very beginning of 2025, and boy, does she not disappoint. That woman is like explosive diarrhea all over the place constantly. We can't get a break. But the thing about Meghan and Harry is they're both very conflicting in what they say, what they do, and the messages that they put out in regards to the brand. The brand of Harry and Meghan, the brand of As Ever, the brand of Confessions of a Female Founder, everything about them is very, very contradictory. So if you take, for instance, Meghan's Instagram page. It's supposed to be originally about Meghan. It's called Meghan. It's about Meghan, I guess about her personal life. They were never very clear. And she does have a separate business page. However, it's starting to kind of mix and middle between the two of them. Now, the interesting thing about Meghan's page is she is now starting to showcase her children more and more. It's getting to the point where they're kind of, I guess, slow releasing, slow introducing the kids to the public. It is only a matter of time before we actually see their faces because, again, Harry and Meghan are getting to the point where they don't have anything else. They don't have any other aces to play. The royal family is not playing ball. The royal family is ignoring them. So since the royal family is ignoring them, Harry and Meghan are trying to seek attention, and they're doing it through her Instagram. You have to know, and Harry and Meghan have to know, the twerking video was not going to make the royal family happy. That was an F-U to Daddy and the rest of the royal family. Harry knows that has to be a complete embarrassment to his family. He can't be that dumb to think they would think it's funny. They would think it's cute. No, they do not think it's funny, and they certainly do not think it's cute. Again, Harry is now complicit and compliant with his wife. He does not care because he has been backed into a corner of no return, and he's not going to lose anything at this point because he's kind of lost everything now. His family wants nothing to do with him. So even if they take away the Duke and Duchess of Sussex title, he's still going to be a royal prince, and his children are still going to be HRHs and a prince and a princess. And again, he does understand the door is firmly closed on him and Meghan, but it might be open for his kids. Again, he's very, very delusional. But I believe now they're thumbing their noses and their middle finger up at the middle family. And they're running all the way to the bank in the process because everything about Harry and Meghan is about money. It's about shock and awe and betrayal. They don't care who they hurt, who they trample on, as long as they get paid. So Meghan Markle, y'all, is ecstatic. She believes, and her team believes, it was a win. That Instagram twerking video was a win. According to her team, they believe everyone in America fell in love with her. They love it. It's only the prudish people in the UK who didn't like it. Well, no, Meghan, that's not true. A lot of people in America thought you were trashy, okay? So Meghan and her team are now calling this a win, and they've kept the video up. I really thought like the next day after all the backlash, they would have just quietly deleted the video out of shame, embarrassment. Nope, it's up. They've doubled down on it, as a matter of fact, but they're considering this a huge win because she has gained over 700,000 brand new followers for her Instagram. And to Meghan, that's all that matters. That is all that matters to Meghan, because Meghan wants to be an influencer. She doesn't care that she's an embarrassment to the royal family, that she looks like a stripper trying to earn her rent money. She doesn't care that she's probably embarrassing her children when they get old enough to look and see at that video. She has no clue, and she doesn't care. It's all about the aims, the prime aims, the goal about getting more and more followers. Now, we've talked about this on my YouTube live a couple of days ago, how Meghan over the past 6 months has been working really, really hard to get followers, and she's barely got to 3 million followers in 6 months. And she was teetering between 2.9 and 3, 2.9 and 3, and then boom, the minute the video dropped, she got 700,000 followers. Now, a lot of people are saying it's probably bots or a bunch of 14-year-olds. I mean, honestly, who are these new followers? And are they really going to translate to dollar bills and people who are going to buy jam or whatever it is she's selling at her As Ever brand? But according to insiders, Meghan believes it was a win. Then Meghan follows that up with, of course, 4 never-before-seen photographs to celebrate Betty's little birthday, and then that really bizarre trip to Disneyland where she's doing her best Princess Diana cosplay, carting out the kids, putting out the emojis, pretending that they're happy parents, posing with the children. That looked very awkward. The children always look uncomfortable. They always look disheveled. It's just bizarre. It doesn't give me real happy vibes. It gives me posing. It gives me pose for the camera. Again, who is taking the photograph? Why do Harry and Meghan always have these mythical, invisible photographers, videographers constantly around them? Is it security? Is it security's job to take photos of them? Again, it's really, really bizarre. The other thing that's really bizarre is the fact that Harry and Meghan are becoming so open with the public. They're sharing more and more about their personal lives, slamming the royal family, putting up twerking videos, putting up photographs that we haven't seen before in celebration of their kids. But when is it going to be enough? Are we going to start seeing more and more? Are they going to start leaking more and more personal information? Well, I'm going to say the answer is yes, because what that video proved to the entire world was that there's no bounds. There's no limit. The gloves are off, and Harry and Meghan are available to the highest bidder. Now, granted, they didn't get paid for the Instagram video, but that's the even scarier part. They did it for free. They did it for Instagram clicks and bought followers. Like, you didn't even get a paycheck for that. Now, according to Neil Sean, Netflix was pissed that they didn't put that twerking video in the H&M documentary, because that would have been kind of nice to have more footage. The problem is that Harry and Meghan didn't want to share their children, but all of a sudden, when Archie is 6 and Lily's 4, they're open to everyone now. It's really weird how much they're showcasing the kids as compared in the past. Even Netflix was trying to get the kids, even the back of their heads, something, but they got just a couple of photographs of the children. But it's like Harry and Meghan now are just bringing them out, and it's making you wonder what's next. What video, what photograph, what interview are Harry and Meghan gonna do next? I guarantee you the shock and awe of the Sussex strategy is just beginning. But at what price? When is it going to be enough? Because at this point, nobody in the royal world, anywhere worldwide, has any respect for Harry and Meghan. They're never going back to the royal fold, ever. And in Hollywood, they're not A-listers. They're kind of on the outskirts of Hollywood. They're kind of like D-list celebrities who are now focusing on Instagram, trying to become Instagram famous. It's like all they are shock and awe PR stunts. I'm sure all the people in Hollywood are kind of giving them side eye and kind of snickering behind their backs at how desperate Harry and Meghan have become. The royal family doesn't want anything to do with them. Royal and high society wants nothing to do with them. And the A-listers in Hollywood want nothing to do with them. And I guarantee you, brands want absolutely nothing to do with them. Remember, Meghan Markle is partnered with Netflix, and we'll get into that in another video, but Spotify dumped them. Limonada is a flop, and they haven't signed any really big deals in almost 5 years. So what is next for Harry and Meghan besides carting out personal cringy videos and photographs of their children for Instagram. That is where Harry and Meghan are 5 years into Megxit. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. So what do y'all think? Do you think they're going to drop more shocking videos and photographs, and they're going to start revealing more and more about their kids in order to stay relevant? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you and hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.